Are you tired of waking up, staring into the mirror, and seeing those big dark circles around eyes? Do you ever think to yourself, why me? In this video, we will reveal the secrets about why you have them and what you can do to get rid of them forever. First of all, what is dark circles? Let's start with the elephant in the room. Dark circles, or eye bags, as they are often called. Ever wondered why they decide to pop up and give us that I have not slept in years look? Well, there's more science behind it than you might think. Our skin, especially under the eyes, is super delicate. It's like the thin paper wrap on a gift. And just below this paper-thin layer, there are blood vessels. Sometimes when these vessels get packed with blood or swell up, they can become more visible, casting a shadowy hue. That's a primary reason for those dark shades you see. Another reason has to do with melanin, the pigment that gives our skin, hair, and eyes their color. Sometimes our skin might produce extra melanin, especially after it's been exposed to the sun. This can lead to a darker tone under the eyes. So it's not just about missing sleep. Our own body's coloring agents play a part too. We also have to consider genetics when talking about dark circles. Some of us naturally have deeper set eyes. This creates a shadow, making the area appear darker. It's not a flaw, just a feature of our unique face structure. Aging is another chapter in this story. As we grow older, our skin loses some of its plumpness and elasticity. Think of it like an old comfy sofa that's been used a lot. Over time, the cushions might sag a little. Similarly, as our skin becomes thinner with age, those dark vessels become even more noticeable. But hold on, did you know there are different types of dark circles? There's the blue type, which often shows up after a night of little sleep. This happens because of the blood collecting under the eyes. Then there's the brown type, mainly due to the extra melanin we talked about. And sometimes you might even notice a reddish or purple tint, which is usually due to visible blood vessels. The science behind dark circles is pretty fascinating, isn't it? They're not just signs of tiredness, they're a mix of genetics, our body's natural processes, and our environment. Stick around and we'll dive deeper into each type and explore ways to tackle them. How is your sleep? We all know that amazing feeling of waking up after a perfect night's sleep. It's like our body's version of a battery recharge, right? But let's face it, many times, our busy lives or those exciting episodes on our favorite streaming service keep us from hitting the bed early. And when we miss out on those precious hours of sleep, our eyes definitely let the world know with those dark circles. But why does this happen? Let's think of our skin like a piece of paper. When we get enough sleep, that paper is crisp and bright. But with less sleep, it's like that paper gets a bit crumpled and loses its shine. The skin around our eyes is delicate, thinner than the rest of our face. So when we're running low on rest, the skin becomes even paler, making those dark tissues and blood vessels beneath more noticeable. It's like the skin is screaming, hey, I needed more sleep last night. Ever wondered why, after an all-nighter, the shadows seem to have a blue or purple tinge? Well, that's because the blood flow to the skin beneath our eyes increases when we're tired. More blood means more visible blood vessels, which appear blue or purple against our skin. It's a cool fact, but maybe not the look we're going for. Sleep isn't just about hours. It's also about quality. Tossing and turning or waking up multiple times can also lead to our under eye areas looking less than their best. It's like trying to charge a phone with a faulty charger. Even if it's plugged in for hours, it just doesn't get that full charge. So how do we combat these sleep-related circles? Firstly, aim for those golden 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Setting a bedtime routine can work wonders. Maybe a calming cup of herbal tea, reading a chapter of a book, or listening to soothing music can signal your body that it's time to wind down. Another tip, try elevating your head a bit when you sleep. It sounds strange, but this can reduce fluid buildup around the eyes. It's like giving the eyes a little relaxation hill to rest on. Lastly, and this might sound a bit silly, but have a bedtime, like when we were kids. Having a set time to sleep and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, can help reset our body clock. Sleep is magical. It doesn't just keep us energized and in a good mood, but it also helps keep those dark shadows at bay. So, the next time you're tempted to watch just one more episode, maybe give your eyes a break and drift off to dreamland. Do you have a healthy lifestyle? The lifestyle choices you make every single day can be the determining factor in your cause for your eye bags. Just like we've covered how much sleep can affect your skin, the choices you make while you are awake can make all the difference. First up, let's talk about that bright thing in the sky. The sun. Everyone loves a sunny day, but too much sun exposure can cause our body to produce more melanin. Remember, the pigment responsible for the color in our skin. Over time, this can lead to those brownish patches under our eyes. It's like nature's way of saying, you've had a bit too much sun. Then there's dehydration. Not drinking enough water is like forgetting to water a plant. When our body doesn't get its needed hydration, the skin can become dry and pale, making dark circles more visible. It's vital to remember that our skin thirsts for hydration just as much as we do. Smoking and alcohol, too, are the usual suspects. Both can harm our skin's quality. Think of smoking as putting a filter, but not the cool Instagram type on your skin, making it duller and the dark circles more pronounced. Alcohol, meanwhile, dehydrates our body, bringing us back to the point about parched skin and visible dark circles. Ever thought about how pollution might be affecting your eyes? The environmental pollutants, like dust and smoke, can lead to skin irritation, causing darkening in sensitive areas, especially under our eyes. Lastly, our diet. Foods high in salt or caffeine can cause fluid retention, making our eyes look puffy and creating a shadow below, adding to the dark appearance. Caffeine too close to bedtime can lower your sleep quality, which, as we have talked about, has a large effect on dark circles under the eyes. In essence, our environment and lifestyle choices are like the backdrop settings to our dark circle story. The good news? We have some control over these factors. By making mindful choices, we can influence the narrative and aim for a happier skin ending. What can we do about our dark circles? We have already explained how much sleep and lifestyle affects your dark circles, but is there anything more we can do to help aid the eyes? Let's switch gears and talk about the solutions. It turns out there are actually a lot of things we can do to help the body get rid of eye bags, and guess what? You might find some of these remedies right in your home. Starting with a classic, cucumbers. Why do you think they use cucumbers in spa and wellness centers? It's because they have properties that can help soothe and lighten the skin. Placing chilled cucumber slices on your eyes for about 10 minutes can help reduce puffiness and dark circles. Think of it as a mini spa session for your eyes. Next up, tea bags. Both green tea and black tea contain caffeine and antioxidants. When cooled tea bags are placed on the eyes, they can reduce swelling and tighten the skin, helping diminish the shadowy look. Another miracle worker? Aloe vera. This plant is known for its skin healing and moisturizing benefits. By gently applying aloe vera gel under your eyes, you can hydrate the skin and improve its appearance over time. Lastly, proper skincare. Implementing a routine with products containing ingredients like vitamin C, retinol, and hyaluronic acid can combat dark circles effectively. These ingredients work in different ways to repair, rejuvenate, and hydrate the under eye region. Vitamin C is like a brightening agent for our skin. When our skin has too much color or pigmentation, which often shows up as those dark patches under our eyes, vitamin C steps in to lighten things up. It helps in reducing the melanin. That's the stuff which gives our skin color. So, with regular use, those dark circles can start to fade, making our eyes look more awake and refreshed. Now, on to retinol. Retinol is known to boost collagen production. Collagen is like the building block of our skin, keeping it plump and youthful. As we get older, our skin can thin out, especially in the delicate under-eye area. This thinning can make dark circles more noticeable. But with retinol's help, the skin can get a bit thicker and smoother, hiding those dark vessels and tissues that are peeking through. And last but not least, we have hyaluronic acid. It sounds all science-y, but in simple terms, it's like a big drink of water for our skin. Dark circles can appear more pronounced when our skin is dry and dehydrated. Hyaluronic acid steps in to provide deep hydration, making the skin look fuller and more radiant. When the skin under the eyes is well moisturized and plump, those dark circles naturally become less visible. So when you combine the brightening power of vitamin C, the skin plumping effects of retinol, and the deep hydration from hyaluronic acid, you've got yourself a trio that can really tackle those stubborn dark circles. And there you have it. Everything about why you have eye bags and how to get rid of them in the most effective way. Remember, everyone's skin is unique. It's always a good idea to consult with a skincare expert or a dermatologist if you're concerned about dark circles. And most importantly, embrace yourself. Everyone has their little imperfections, but it's these things that make us unique. Thanks for watching Meta Health, and if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to share them with someone who might benefit. Goodbye.